outside of Fontana's for the Revolver Golden God Awards screening party. Played with Jose Mangin, one of the main components of heavy metal in general. And dude, tonight was a night of annihilation. Municipal Waste played in the house, but most importantly, the award show. I was telling Josh and Brandon that they went from like baby crawl steps to like a full posture gentleman. You know what I'm saying? That was amazing what they did. They had Lemmy, they had Dave Grohl, they have Dio, they have Ozzy. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You were there to experience it. And from all the weekend happenings, what was the one that really stands out for you?
I said it as soon as the night was over when they said, you're done, you're done. I was like, wow. The greatest moment for me was when, obviously, I got to include Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Stone Sour in an interview with Ronnie James Dio. And I was talking to Corey, and I saw Ronnie, and he was walking, and it looked like he was about to leave. And I was like talking to Corey. We were like in mid-interview, and I was like, dude, Corey, do you want to interview Ronnie with me? And he was like, fucking, of course. And I was like, all right, Corey, hold on. And I was like, Ronnie, come here. And I walked over and I got Ronnie and I told him what we were gonna do. And he was like, oh, of course, Jose. And he came over and I brought him over and I, just very lovingly brought him over and we talked and Corey and him, the golden voices of metal, they just spoke so well to each other. They were very respectful. Both guys were big fans of each other. They just met that night. Right before that interview, they had met, and it was a big deal, and I felt real proud. I was like, yeah, I was able to do that cool thing with, to get Corey into it. And then, we talked about his affliction, and he talked about that, and we said how much of an inspiration he is for everybody, and he talked about it, and I was listening and watching him and seeing his his hair and just hearing his voice, man, from the chemo. You can hear it, you can hear that medicine voice, and it was something different about him too. I felt like there was something different about his aura, and I just thought, after he was talking, I was looking at Corey, we were just tripping out, like talking to him, and I just stopped the interview and I hugged him and I grabbed him and I held him like a total parent hug, and I just hugged him and I said, in his ear, I said, I love you, Ronnie, and thank you for everything you've done for all of us. And he was like, I love you too, Jose, and he's like, thank you. And he was like, hitting my back and shit, and I was like, wow, and then I was like, hey, I'm sorry. They edited that part out of the actual video they played on Revolver TV. And because it was probably a real gay, awkward moment, like it was. I mean, if you're watching that shit and all of a sudden it's like it's a metal god and then some dude just stops and just hugs him, but you don't hear that because I didn't have the mic with me. I didn't hold it up next to my mouth. I didn't care. I put the mic down and I just did this shit to him and it was probably a real awkward, real moment. It was it wasn't awkward there, but for people watching it, it'd probably be really weird. But I'm glad that I did that, and I'm really glad that I did that now. And I told the dudes behind Revolver TV, it's like, dude, please just give me that. Please, I want it, just for me. Let me see that. Let me have that, because that was a cool moment. And that was my favorite moment of the night. I said it that night. I said it afterwards on the radio. I talked about it. That was my biggest night. And then to be that dude, that was the last interview for Ronnie, that was that's the shit that's gonna be down and for a long, forever, man. And it's gonna mean a lot every time I'm gonna see something or hear the music or see someone throw the horns or see someone say something cool about him. I'm gonna be like, fucking, like I paid my respects. I did it because I knew. I just had a weird, eerie, morbid feeling that say this now, really authentic, say it to him, and I did, and I'm really happy that I did that. So that was and then tonight to come here and to celebrate his music and to celebrate the award show and the bands that are played here. And you know, my wife came out, Melissa, and it was nice, you know, and the kids were at the nanny, so it's good, man. It's good. It's a good night for metal, and I'm glad to be a part of the family here. And Josh and Lana, Brandon, Corey, the whole team at Revolver do a great job doing what they do, and I look forward to part 3, and I look forward to doing it again and being more involved in whatever way it is, because we love those guys. And just the fact that somebody gives this much attention to metal music, you know, should be glorified and celebrated, and that's what's fucking cool. I'm gonna get some food, bro, too, right now. I haven't eaten anything.
This is a great background, too.
It's really cool, man. It's very metal. It's a very metal, horns up background, dude. So that's it, man. But we're gonna go back inside, have a few more, and then she's gonna drive home. So, and that's what it is, man. That's how we do it, man. Revolver Golden Gods Awards 2 viewing party. Thanks, Joseph. Thanks for coming out, brother. Yeah.
So, to wrap it up real quick, when I talked to Brandon and Josh, he's like, we're all a family. We all come together for one. I mean, there's only one reason why we all do this, because of the love of the music. And you, Brandon, Josh, you're all a big inspiration for what I do. So we're going to keep going. We like, you guys sparked the flame, we're going to keep going.
I like to see that we can infect others, and I like to see what you're doing, and that's a good thing, man. You know, spark it up, because you'll start some other people to do the same things in their little towns, in their little cities. And the more people like, you know, like you and everybody, Metal Injection guys that are right there, do this, the more it gets spread. And so the more the merrier, man. Yeah, inject me with metal.
Yeah. Thank you, Jose. Horns up.
Horns up, motherfuckers.
Tell me some words about Dio, man. When you hear Dio.
Oh, shit, man. That's some, you know, like, it gets people all nostalgic and shit, you know, like, it's a sad day, but, you know, we're celebrating metal.
Legend, legacy, great man, great singer, and an idol for all of us. We fucking miss you, but you're still here with us.
The music never dies.
Oh, no. It's a legacy. He had a legacy even when he was alive. Love you, Dio.
Dio equals 1,000% metal.